Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. I'm Surbhi and this is Perspective 360 Degree, your one-stop solution for current affairs, descriptive writing and answer writing evaluation. Before proceeding any further, if the audio and video is clear to you, kindly let me know in the chat section. Yes, today you can see the green screen behind me, so that's not filtered. So we are going to have a one-to-one interactive session like we always do. All right, thank you Rohit. So let's proceed with today's topic, which is India Skills Report of 2024. Have we bridged the gap yet? Now, what is the gap that we are talking about and what is this report? Also, when it comes to your descriptive portion of syllabus, a lot of reports, a lot of descriptive questions have been asked from reports in the previous few years. So which reports are important, which ones are not? All these questions will be answered. Good evening, Sejal. So first of all, let me bring to you the screenshot of India Skills Report. It has been released by VBox. Now, VBox, it's a company, it's a talent estimation company, estimation. It estimates what is the quality and number of talented individuals present in a country and present in India. So now, why are we talking about a report that has been released by a private company or any company for that matter? First of all, there are many partners. It has partnered with Google and most importantly, it has partnered with AICTE, that is All India Council of technical education. So this council, this basically AICTE, looks after your engineering degrees or technical education in the country. And the theme of this report is very, very important. The previous year theme was about creating a roadmap for Indian skills till 2030. This year's theme is very interesting, and it is related to artificial intelligence, impact of artificial intelligence on skills, work and mobility. That is what the theme is about. So for objective portion, the theme is important. Who has released this report? That is important. Why the report is important? Because obviously, this is 7th or 8th report in a row that this VBox has launched. So, it's an annual publication. First of all, that's why it's important. Secondly, it has partnered with Google and AICTE. That's why it becomes important for us. Now, let's see what is the news regards to this. So, this is from the Hindu, that India Skills Report finds that Kerala is the most preferred state to work. So, do you agree with this or not? VBox unveils India Skills Report 2024, impact of AI on the future of work, skilling and mobility. And then this finally is from Financial Express. It says India emerges as global leader in artificial intelligence talent with 4.16 lakh professionals. India Skills Report 2024 has said this. Now, there is one interesting thing that I want to tell you about this report. This report has not taken into account all the individuals of the country or all the youth population of the country. It has taken into account few lakh individuals of the country, and based on the test that was conducted with them, or based on the answers or feedback that they have given, this report has been created. So this is not something as good as the census data, but it is very much reliable when it comes to your examination, or even you can quote this in your answers. So now, first of all, looking at its relevance from RBI Grade B perspective, in the ESI syllabus, that is your paper 1, you have a topic called poverty alleviation and employment generation in India. Apart from this, in the social structure, you have another topic called demographic trends. That means when we study population, what are the trends prevailing in a country's population, especially India's population, since we are studying demographic trends with respect to India. So in both the cases, whenever you're talking about unemployment, job crisis, you're talking about artificial intelligence, you're talking about skills in India's youth, this report is going to be handy, and a separate question from this report can be asked. So for NABARD Grade A, again, for the ESI section, you have a topic called poverty alleviation and employment generation in India. Apart from this topic, there are other important topics in NABARD Grade A examination, which is demographic trends, education, problems associated with illiteracy, Educational relevance and educational wastage. So that's where this report holds a great amount of importance for you. For SEBI Grade A examination, a direct relevance with the syllabus cannot be found, but for English writing skills for all the three examinations, including SEBI Grade A, can be found very, very directly. So first of all, let's look at the expected question. Before I display the expected question before you, you should understand that skilling in India, or presence of skills in India's youth, or presence of jobs in India's youth to cater to the demands of Indian youth, that is very, very important. So this report is going to be just one of the other steps that we are that we are going to take to understand the topic of skills in Indian youth. Alright, so our topic is going to be framed on that perspective only. Today's question will focus more on the report and its findings, but from the static portion, skills in India's youth are very important. So what is the significance of empowering and equipping the youth of India with skills? That's a very general question. Also elaborate on the key discoveries and insights from the India Skills Report of 2024. Answer for 600 words, that is 15 marks. Good evening, Neha Singh. And from here, I want you to understand that this question is asking you significance of empowering and equipping the youth of India with skills. So what do you think? Why do we need to equip Indian youth with skills? Why are skills required for Indian youth? Obviously for employability. The more employable your youth is, the higher paid they are, the better jobs they have, the better it is going to be for the economy of your nation, the better it is going to be for the growth of the nation. The living standards improve, the latest technologies can be absorbed in the country, and hence in the course of time your country can become a more developed country. It can turn into a developed country over a span of years. So first of all, presenting before you answer blueprint, the answer that you will be writing for this topic, that the question that we have displayed. First of all, you have to post your answers in the comment section. I understand that with the video, with the answer discussion of circular economy, there was a slight delay and we received a lot of responses, which made us happy that you look for responses and you for your improvement. So all the queries have been resolved, all the answers have been checked, and kindly keep on posting as you usually do in the YouTube comment section under this video after I finish teaching you. So the answer has to be divided into three parts: introduction, main body, and conclusion. Depending on the exam which you are taking, your answer will be checked by probably artificial intelligence, that is by the computer itself, or on the other hand there could be a human evaluator checking your answer. So we have to be prepared for both, and to be able to prepare for both, first of all, our knowledge should be clear. Secondly, our presentation should be top notch, and this is the blueprint that you should follow in writing the answer. First of all, what should we write in the introduction? In the introduction, we always focus on the topic under discussion, and here I can see that there are two topics under discussion, and the most important one is skills in India's youth, equipping the youth of India with skills. That is the first topic, and the second is talking about artificial intelligence. That comes from the theme of this report. So in the introduction, we should focus on skills of Indian youth, and we'll also talk about the significance of empowering and equipping the youth of India with skills. That means we'll talk about why is it important to equip youth of the country with skills. In the second part, we will talk about this report, and in the conclusion we'll talk like how can we improve in terms of artificial intelligence, because India Skills Report will talk a great deal about that. So explain the importance of skills for Indian youth, that is part 1. Your body part 1 will talk about like more elaboration on the introduction, that is importance of skills, and then writing about initiatives of government. That is very important. Even if government initiatives are not asked, you suggested that write at least 3 to 5 initiatives, schemes, policies of government in the respective area that is under discussion or that is under question. So your Skill India scheme or any your vocational education, that is going to be handy here. The body part 2 will talk about findings of India Skills Report of 2024, and in the conclusion you can talk about problems, little bit problems in one line, and then give a way forward. Good evening, Nikat Fatima. So starting with the introduction here, first of all, as I've told you that if you skill one people, if you provide one person with adequate skills at the right time, and I'm not just talking about education, I'm talking about education in a way that this person is employable. For example, there is a person who knows how to work with Python. Now there are so many jobs available in this field that you can be very sure that if this person knows very well how to work with Python or data science or any new end technology, then this person is not going to be unemployed, because there are so many jobs available in the market for that. And people who are in the IT sector, they are paid very, very highly, which means that, you know, they get a lot of money from the companies to take back home, and hence they can improve their living standards. They can improve their living standard. They can contribute to the economy with the help of taxes that they're paying. They can, their purchasing power increases, and they can contribute to savings for the country, and in like a number of ways. So basically, when you skill people in the country, they utilize those skills to even multiply the benefits, and the benefits that they give back to the economy come in like manifold amounts. So first of all, focus on why skilling is important. It is crucial component for both individual and national development. This has to be very clear to you. Secondly, equipping the youth with relevant skills not only enhances their employability, but also plays a pivotal or important role in the overall economic growth and societal progress of the nation. So very beautifully, since we know that this topic has been asked from ESI, so there is one important term that we wrote. Instead of writing the word important, we use the word pivotal. Secondly, we talked about not just economic growth, we also talked about societal progress of the nation, because there are many societal issues like caste discrimination, gender bias that are still, impacting the societal fabric of the nation. So whenever skilling of youth happens, and hence economic growth can happen, they can increase their living standards, they can actually experience social mobility, your society also progresses into a more modern and a more egalitarian society. Okay, so here I'm quoting some information. Make sure that you don't quote any data which puts India in a bad light, because the second part of this question is talking about the report, India Skills Report, which has put India in a very good light as compared to the previous year. So make sure that no data is contradicting the other parts of your answer. For example, if your answer is checked by AI, artificial intelligence, in your final examination, then AI will identify that you've put like two contradictory data points. So we don't want that. So in comparison to other countries, that's a fact that we are giving, that for example, countries like UK, Germany, USA, Japan and South Korea, a very low percentage of India's workforce has undergone formal skill training. As a result of this lack of training, many employers in India face difficulty finding qualified candidates to fill job vacancies. Yes, on one hand, we are talking about unemployment. On the other hand, the problem is that there are jobs available which pay adequately, which are, there are a lot of vacancies. I've myself experienced that. But, adequate levels of skills are not present in people. So these companies cannot employ certain people. So now moving on to the Let's Delve Deeper section, and in the Let's Delve Deeper section, we'll focus on rest of the three parts. That means we'll get into the issue, we'll study it more comprehensively. So in the body part 1, we are going to elaborate on what we have discussed above. We will be writing 3 points at least to focus on that. We can write another paragraph also. That is a good approach, because I think you have understood why equipping the youth with skills is important, what is its significance. But it's very nice, and it gives you more marks at the end of the day if you're able to write something in points. Even if you have one paragraph just divided into 2 points, and then that's how you present it. Then we'll also be writing about some initiatives of government, so that we can elaborate on we can emphasize on what is the significance of empowering the youth with skills. So now I have if you have any doubts still here, kindly let me know. Sejal, DAY, National Rural Livelihoods Mission, that is right. We will be writing about that scheme as an example. Ashok Rathod, good evening. So anything that you want to add till here or any additions to make, kindly let me know in the chat section. I will be coming back to it again and again. Till then, just let's focus on the elaborate part. So why importance of skills is there? First of all, demand for skilled workers is going to rise because your country is focusing on make in India, assemble in India. A lot of things are coming up. A lot of, credit system, your credit system is being enhanced and strengthened. So more and more penetration of startups will be there, MSMEs will be there. So in the coming times, we want people who are equipped with skills to take up those jobs or to launch their own ventures. So growing demand for a skilled workforce in India, this is the reality of the country. So if you're somebody who is watching this video but who's also feeling that what should I do in my free time, probably upskill yourself so that you're prepared for the requirements of future. Even when you join a job, even if you join as an officer, it is going to help you with your promotions and with the projects that you take. All right, so use ChatGPT, go to Google, find out the latest skills that are required in the country or that are going to be in high demand in the next 10 years and see if you can try your hand at them. Then Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, estimates that by 2023, this is, this has to be updated, the country will require about 300 million skilled workforce. This data is 2030 to meet the demands of various sectors, particularly manufacturing. Then supply and demand imbalance, that job seekers are not able to find requisite or well suited jobs, and companies who are looking for people to work with them are not able to find adequate candidates. So it's a two-way problem that's going on. So India faces a problem of not enough job opportunities being created, while professionals entering the job market lack the necessary skills, and this has led to increasing unemployment rates and low employability. And today, people who are watching this, if you know basic Microsoft Office, if you can operate like PowerPoint, Excel, then you're already prepared for a lot of jobs in the country. You're already ready to do them. While on the other hand, there are people who are from, like, let's say, very low strata of society. They did not have access to good education, good level of, let's say, lab facilities in their school, or any kind of good education could not be accessed by them, and hence they find it hard to even carry out basic skills, basic things over a computer. And skills with respect to operating a computer have been noted by India Skills Report, which we will be discussing in a while. Then there is workforce skill shortage. So these points are basically conveying the same information, but we have disintegrated them into three parts. So even when jobs are being created, many individuals lack the skills that are needed to be productive and employable, especially in the long run. After some time, they reach a saturation, and beyond that, if they don't upskill themselves adequately on time, then they cannot just climb that ladder of increasing salaries or of staying employed in the long run. So that's what we are talking about. So many other reports show that a significant percentage of population does not possess the necessary vocational training. So now focusing on this addressing this part of skills and understanding that why skills in India are very important, the government of India has launched many initiatives. For example, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skill acquisition and knowledge awareness for livelihood promotion, Udan scheme is there, standard training assessment and reward scheme, STAR scheme is there, vocational education as part of your new education policy, that is there. And one of the aspirants here who's a regular participant, Sejal Arora, she mentioned that we can talk about National Rural Livelihoods Mission, as a part of which skilling is also carried out. People are being provided with adequate skills under NRLM, so you can also mention that. Apart from that, talking about artificial intelligence and government's initiative becomes important, because the report is focused on artificial intelligence. So that's how you do it. Just give 1 point with respect to government's efforts in artificial intelligence. So also keeping in focus the emerging technologies, the government has been proactive through initiatives like AI Task Force and Niti Aayog's National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence. What is it? Even if you don't know, that's okay. But remember that yes, government is putting a lot of effort in like staying ahead for emerging technologies. All right, now moving on to body part 2, and here we'll be talking about India's skills report of 2024. 2024 is not here yet, but the report of 2024 has been released. So yes, so first of all, talk about who released it. Irrespective of whether it is asked or not, just give a little information about the report under discussion, and if you can remember the theme, that will be like gold for you. Kindly go ahead and write about it. So spotlighting the transformative impact of artificial intelligence on nation's workforce under the theme impact on AI on the future of work, skilling and mobility. This will be very clear in the PDFs that you get tomorrow morning on our Telegram channel. So all of this will be made available. So don't worry about writing it. So this is not the 7th or 8th edition, pardon me. This is the 11th edition of the report. I got confused with numbers, as we all do. So this 11th edition, based on the extensive VBox national employability test. So VBox actually carried out, actually brought in 3.88 lakh participants. And these participants were given a test which was known as VBox National Employability Test. So they were being tested on various skill levels. They were being asked their preferences, that if you are adequately skilled, and you watching, like if you are adequately skilled, which you are because you're watching this, when you crack the exam, let's say, which is the place you would prefer to work in, and your preference can differ from whether you are a girl, boy, or you qualify yourself as in the other genders. So these simple questions were asked from these 3.88 lakh participants, and many insights have been released, and based on these insights given by these participants, this report has been prepared. So it unfolds key highlights that underscore India's leadership in the AI domain. It has also highlighted that whether India is ready for artificial intelligence or not. For example, there is an app called ChatGPT. How many of you have use that in your, or even downloaded that in your desktops or mobile phones? How many of you are using it on a day-to-day basis? Let's say even if you're posting an answer, how many of you are going back to ChatGPT to learn from it that how can I make this answer better? How many of you are using it in your day-to-day life? So that decides what you are using, what you are downloading. That decides how much the country, our country, is ready for the emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. So first of all, there are 5 observations that this report has given, and yes, there is a lot of data in terms of percentages. You don't have to remember it all, not even for the objective portion. Refer to current affairs discussions by Kritika ma'am, Gurkirat sir and Devanshu sir. They'll tell you what is important and what is not. But talking about the descriptive portion, just touching on the themes is going to be important for you, since we are already through half of the question. So talking about this state of employability in India, that means how many people. State means condition. What is the condition of employability in India? If there is a person in India, what are the chances he will get employed? If there is a person who's there with the requisite skills, or in present scenario, that is in December 2023, how many percentage of people in India are employable? So whether that is going up or is it going down? Thanks to the digital India infrastructure that has been created, the cost of acquiring skills has gone down with time. The courses which were, let's say even your coaching, which was available for let's say lakhs of rupees a few years back, now it is available for a few thousands. And there are many platforms also, for example this one, that provide you a lot of guidance for free. So because of this reason, skilling in India has gone up. Secondly, because of more skills with people, their employability has also gone up. So that's a good news. So employability has improved with 51.25% of the assessed youth. That means out of 3.88 lakh people, 51.25% of the people were employable with the required skills. But since this is kind of a survey or a test, so we projected for the entire country that it has gone up for the entire country, because the sample people who were chosen, they were actually representing a lot of diversity. All right. So Telangana has the highest concentration of employable talent. So Telangana, just look at the cities in Telangana, and it has the highest concentration, highest number of employable talent. And if I talk about employability in the age range of 18 to 21 years, so Haryana stands out. So Haryana has most employable people in the age range of 18 to 21, and in the age range of 22 to 25 years of people, Uttar Pradesh is leading, and which is followed closely by Maharashtra. All right, so just remembering the states without the percentages, that would do. Even if you can remember just one age range, that will be good for you. Talking about artificial intelligence skill penetration, how many of you are using artificial intelligence? How many of you are using let's say artificial intelligence to operate the devices in your household, or how many of you are using even chat gpt to make it very simple, to keep it simple? So first of all, it says that India has a global leadership position in AI skill penetration and talent concentration. So when it comes to how many people are skilled in terms of AI, or how many people hold the talent to be skilled in AI, so India is leading in that. We have 416,000 AI professionals as of 2023, and it will manage to meet the current demand of 629,000 professionals, which will surge to 1 million professionals by 2026. So that's a huge demand coming, and a huge number of people in India are actually upskilling themselves to meet the demands of AI, or they are upskilling themselves for artificial intelligence, or in streams where AI upskilling is required. Then there is increase in female labor force participation rate. I always tell you that labor force participation rate for females is very low in India. In urban areas, it is in some places less than 20%, and the irony here is that rural India has more labor force participation rate for women as compared to urban areas. But we associate urban areas with modernization, with all the liberal ideas. But it seems like women in urban areas are reluctant to work, or do not have adequate facilities to work or be participating in labor force as compared to women in rural areas. And MSMEs are contributing a lot towards employment of rural areas, women in rural areas. So the good news here is that there is an increase in labor force participation rate for females. So consistent increase has been seen, which fosters healthy competition and gradually correcting gender imbalances across societal and cultural realms. Then talking about computer skills. Computer skills are very, very important. If you know how to operate some apps in a computer, that makes you very highly employable, and you're very skilled in that matter. Then talking about computer skills, Thiruvananthapuram claimed first position in excellence in nurturing computer skills, while Kerala came third overall among states. Then what are the preferred places to work? And you should keep them in your list. So the first preferred state to work is Kerala, and in Kerala, Kochi and Thiruvananthapuram, they have emerged as the most preferred places to work among the youth in India. So it's not Delhi, it's not Chandigarh, it's not Mumbai. People are not preferring to work here irrespective of how many jobs are available. People are preferring to work in serene environment of Kerala. So Kochi is the top choice among Indian cities for female job aspirants also, and I've had personal examples with few of my friends. They say that yes, Kochi is very, very safe for women. Kochi is there is very less gender discrimination when we talk about Kochi or any other places in Kerala. So yes, these are the things that you need to imbibe and understand and use them in your answers. Now talking about the conclusion. Now what will you write in the conclusion? The first part of the question talks about significance of skilling Indian youth. The second part talks about a report for which you had to remember a lot of facts. Now how will you conclude? First of all, skilling part is done. You can conclude that yes, skilling is the need of our, upskilling is the need of our, for our country. New education policy provides for that. But most importantly, what skilling the youth is doing, especially providing skills to youth in terms of artificial intelligence. Now, here you need to understand, to give better conclusions, you need to have good understanding of the topic. There are two people A and B. Okay, there is this person A who was asked to stop his studies by after like 12th standard. He was not allowed to study because of family obligations. The family thought that he is skilled enough to be able to be a breadwinner for the family, and hence she does not require further education. On the other hand, there is this person B whose family saved money for him and sent him to a good engineering college or a good university. All right, so what is the difference between these two people in the long run? When this person graduates after 4 years, he will be able to make more and more money as compared to this person, statistically speaking. So basically, this person who had to start earning because of the needs of his family is not in a good position in the long run, because he will never be able to match up to this person who has like adequate amount of skills as per the industry standards. So this person is going to earn a lot, person B is going to earn a lot and be able to afford a better living standard, experience social mobility in his generation, and over a span of time have like easy access to healthcare, education for the next generation and things like that, while this person A might not have access to all those facilities and might suffer also in some areas. So basically this is about inequality. We are talking about inequality. Skills is not just about somebody's valor or somebody's, I would say, how hardworking a person is. It is also about how well placed a person is in the societal fabric. So how lucky a person is in the way he has been brought up. So first of all, we'll be talking about one line with regards to technology, because this report talks about technology. So with technology evolving so rapidly, the true differentiator in learning science is how it is applied, amplified through personalization, analytics, intuitive interpretations, actionable insights, which cannot be achieved without AI. So here we are focusing on AI. If you're somebody who feels comfortable with this type of conclusion, go ahead for it. If it goes above the head for you, don't worry about writing this line. We have more creative lines for you. So navigating this transformative journey where technology, new technologies coming up every day, and you need to be prepared for it. It requires addressing challenges with a focus on inclusion. And when I talk about person A and person B, the only difference that they have had was about inclusion, economic inclusion, I would say, or exclusion from the basic facilities. Then collaborative efforts. How can we address this question or gap of inclusion? By collaboration of government bodies, businesses, educational institutions are required. Even private agencies can be brought in. All right, and not just this, talk always about civil society. For example, NGOs like Khan Academy. So I'm not talking about the coaching center, I'm talking about the NGO here. So kindly refer their examples, refer to their examples in your answers. So investing in AI and beyond technology, it signifies our commitment to a more inclusive and prosperous future. So that's a very interesting conclusion that you can give, that the more we invest here, the more we provide facilities for our youth to upskill themselves, or the more skill ready our youth are there for the future, the more inclusive our society is going to be, and the more prosperous our future is going to look like. So the AI revolution is our call to shape a people-first economy, lead in innovation, and pioneer a future where technology and humanity harmoniously coexist. So that's your answer for the day. Pick out the best points for yourself. And I see a lot of students saying that, ma'am, we are not able to write on any topic after the first reading. See, you will not be able to write after the first reading unless you're very comfortable with the entire subject. You're not going to get that confidence. So even with Perspective 360, kindly download the PDF of this discussion tomorrow morning from our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description. Read out the PDF at least 2 times. Think to yourself that why Skill India is important, what this report is talking about. Google a little bit so that you feel that you have put some effort, and then write an answer on this. It is not going to be a very long process. Give at least 1 to 1.5 hours to writing that answer, and you will see that you will see a lot of improvement. On one hand, you are gaining new knowledge. Secondly, you're imbibing that, you're learning that for the long run. Thirdly, you're also becoming independent. When you go and Google, you become independent for carrying out your preparation on your own, for giving a a direction to your preparation. So that's all for the day. If you have any doubts, kindly let me know in the chat section. Thank you so much, Veenu ma'am. If you have any other comments, again, kindly let me know in the chat section, or the YouTube comment section is open for you. Please post your answers in the next 48 hours, and Team EduTap will provide you free evaluation for the answers that you post. Next 48 hours means by Friday 5 p.m. your answers should reach us in the comment section for like this evaluation. So thank you all of you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. For any feedback, contact us at this email ID, or for a strategy call you can book a call with me or any of the experts at this phone number, or to know further about any of our courses. Take care, all the very best, and I'll see you on Friday at 5 p.m. Swadeep, kindly book a strategy call at this number for more clarity on this. You're welcome, Ashok, Rohit, and Sejal. Thank you so much. You're welcome, all of you. I'll see you on Friday. Take care. All right. Thank you, Nikat.